Today's pregame show is brought to you by Z-Bart of Corpus Christi. Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Good evening, high school baseball fans, and welcome out to San Antonio, Texas. Jake Vasquez, and I'm joined by a special guest tonight. We'll introduce him here in just a bit. We got a one-game showdown for you, District 31 4A, the Alice Coyotes and the Tuloso-Midway Warriors. We were supposed to be in Alice, Texas tonight, and the weather kind of changed a few things up on us, and we ended up here in San Antonio, and I decided to call up this guy. He lives here, and you guys, some of you who've been with us for a long time might know him. Ben Garcia joining me in the booth. We got him out of retirement, folks, and he's going to call tonight's ball game with me. Ben, like old times, man. Good to have you back.
I hope it's like riding a bike because it's been a while since we've done it together, but I'm looking forward to a good time here in the booth, good ball game on the field, and let's get after it, Jake.
Yeah, man, this one should be a good one. These two teams went at it during district play and split during district play, and we'll show you some of that here in just a sec. Let's start, and let's get you guys some starting lineups real quick before we get underway, and we'll do those starting lineups that way we can talk about all kinds of stuff afterwards. We'll talk about how these two teams got here, and we'll give you some stats on the pitchers as well. So let's start with the starting lineups, and we'll start with the visiting team, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors. The Warriors coming into this ball game, they are 20-14 overall under the direction of head coach Todd Akers, and here's the starting lineup for the Warriors.
Leading off for the Warriors, the shortstop, number 2, Jorge Garza. Batting in the 2-hole, number 12, the starting pitcher, Luis Rios. Batting third, the center fielder, number 11, Camden Rosiepaul. Hitting cleanup for the Warriors tonight, the first baseman, number 22, Christian Benavides. Behind the dish, number 19, number 2, Johnny Herrera. Batting sixth, number 18, the second baseman, Mark Chapa. Batting seventh, number 8, Alberto Puente, the third baseman. Batting eighth, the DH, number 1, Joshua Garcia. Garcia hits for the right fielder, number 9, Ty Battersby. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 21, Cody Stace.
Starting lineup right there for the Tuloso-Midway Warriors. They're wearing their road grays with the maroon caps. Got the TM on the front. Tuloso-Midway Warriors. And the Warriors out of District 31 4A, they finished in the second spot. So the Warriors and the Alice Coyotes both still alive here in the playoffs. The number 2 and the number 3 finishing team, the Alice Coyotes, Calallen Wildcats, they are in action tonight. They are in action tonight as well, and we'll keep an eye as that ball game is already underway. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. So 3 teams still left in 31 4A. We got the lineup for the Tuloso-Midway Warriors, and now the team that finished in the third spot, the Alice Coyotes, come into this ball game. They are 18-15 overall under the direction of head coach Nick Alvarado. And now let's get you the starting lineup for the Alice Coyotes.
Leading off for Alice, the catcher, number 3, Caleb Aguilar. Batting second, tonight's starting pitcher, number 4, Cash Benavides. In the 3-hole, the third baseman, number 6, Jacob Guzman. Hitting cleanup, the third baseman, number 9, Asai Campos. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 11, R.J. Carrillo. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 8, Matt Molina. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 10, Ryan Galvan. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 2, Tristan Resendez. Resendez hits for the right fielder, number 1, Eric Cuellar. And batting ninth, number 7, the left fielder, Adan Moreno.
And that is the starting lineup for the Coyotes. The Coyotes are the home team tonight. As I mentioned, this game was supposed to be played in Alice, but the weather had these guys scrambling to find a field, and they found a really, really nice one here. NISD, this is field number 2. They have I believe they have 4 baseball fields out here at the 2 baseball fields out here at the complex. So, but I believe then they must have 2 football fields because they were numbered 1 through 4. So I guess 2 baseball fields, 2 football fields, and everything turf here. And Ben was telling me before we got here that they turfed up these fields last season.
Yeah, I think it was toward the end or toward the beginning more so of this year. Would have been, I guess, was supposed to be right on time for playoffs last year, but with the pandemic and all that stuff going on, I think that kind of delayed the turf. Nonetheless, great ballpark, great setup here on the north side of San Antonio. Right across from us, I think there's a softball playoff game going on over there. So surely to make for a good night of action here at Northside ISD.
Yeah, man, we got here. The facilities are great, and talked to both coaches. They said the same thing. They're happy to be here. They're just happy to be playing, and so expect a great ball game tonight. And let's go ahead and talk a little bit about these 2 teams and how they got here. And let's go ahead and take it over to the 361hsblast.com site, and we'll look at the hardball page, and we're going to go ahead and scroll it down here, and we'll get all of the district standings for the districts covered by 361HS Blast. But the one right in the middle, that's the one we're interested in tonight, 31-4A. Those are the standings right there. As I mentioned before, the Calallen Wildcats, they are in action tonight, and we'll keep an eye on that ball game for you as we go along in this one. They finished at the top spot, 10-0 in district play, 26-2-1 overall. And you've got these 2 guys right here at 2nd and 3rd place, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors, a 7-4 finish in district. The Warriors, the Coyotes, and the Robstown Cotton Pickers all having to play like a play-in, or rather a seeding, a couple of games at the end of the season to figure out how they were going to finish. They all finished tied in district play, and so the Warriors finishing 7-4, they got that 2nd spot, 20-14 overall, and the Alice Coyotes finishing district 7-5, 18-15 overall. And let's go ahead and swap it over to the 4A quarterfinals page, and we'll have a look. You see right there, Sinton and Sweeney, they'll get back underway tomorrow. Sitting with a 1-0 series lead in that one. The Calallen Wildcats versus Hondo, and they're in action tonight, 1-game playoff as well. And here it is, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors and the Alice Coyotes. And let's talk about how they got here. So in the bi-district round, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors 1 game over La Feria. 6-4 was the final in that one. The Alice Coyotes sweeping Hidalgo 14-1 in game 1 and 14-9 in game 2. In the area round, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors sweeping Somerset 13-4 the final in game 1 and 12-2 in game 2. Meanwhile, the Alice Coyotes sweeping Pleasanton 2-0 in game 1 and 6-1 in game 2, and that is how they got here. The winner of this series will play the winner of Sinton Sweeney. And like I said, those guys, they'll be in action tomorrow, Sinton Sweeney. And I believe they are playing all of those games, or tomorrow rather, they'll be in Sweeney, I believe. Yes, they will. So a couple of ball games we'll be keeping an eye on. Rudy Trevino and Justin Perales live over on Blast Vision 2. And they've got the Ray Texans and the Veterans Memorial Eagles in game 2. Eagles with a 1-game lead in that series. And so we'll be keeping an eye on that one as well. And the looks like the coaches meeting with the umpires at home plate. And so we're about to get underway here in this one. Ben, let's look real quick. The one thing I forgot to mention is these 2 teams, they met up during district play and then again during the play-in. And during district play, see if I can find them here. During district play, here we go. Game 1, game 1, that was actually a game that I called for these guys. That was at Warrior Field, and the Warriors getting the win 15-2 in 5 innings in that ball game. It was a lot closer than the final score. The Warriors really pulling away from and taking that ball game in the final couple of innings, scoring a ton of runs. He was close coming in, and the Warriors just kind of pulled away in that one. But the second time they met up, that was in Alice. Let me see if I can find that one. Here it is. In Alice, the Coyotes getting the win, and it was 7-2 was the final in that one. And that combined with a loss to the Robstown Cotton Pickers by the Coyotes kind of created that logjam with all these teams finishing, same district record, and so they had to play some seeding games, and it was the Alice Coyotes and the Robstown Cotton Pickers first. The Coyotes getting the win 14-1 over Robstown, and then they had to face the Tuloso-Midway Warriors. They lost that ball game 5-0 and ended up in the third spot. So that's kind of how we got here. The Warriors with a couple of wins over the Coyotes this season, but the Coyotes did get them once at home, and they were trying, Ben, to get them at home again. Just didn't. Weather just did not work out for them, and we ended up here. But man, a good-sized crowd here already.
Yeah, one thing, Jake, I want to hit on is the one thing going back to when I was playing in high school and even before that is Alice has always been a tough place to play. So no surprise there. Coach Alvarado wanted to get the Warriors back on the road in Alice, in the jungle as they call it, or at least they used to back in the day. And just the atmosphere, the Coyote faithful do a really good job of creating a hostile environment for the visiting team. Things don't go your way. Any ball that you hit gets held up by the wind. So you really, really makes for an uncomfortable, unpleasant visit if you're the visiting team. But it doesn't get any more neutral than this. I mean, San Antonio, couple hundred miles away from each school, packed house, good to see. I just wanted to hit on that also. I mean, good to see a full house here at Northside. Teams lining up now as the lineups are being announced. Did not think we'd be here a year ago today, but both these school districts and here in San Antonio doing everything they can to make it happen.
Looks like they're finishing up starting lineups here, and so we're gonna pause briefly. We're gonna let you listen in to some of the sounds of the game, and we'll also bring you the national anthem. So you guys just hang tight. We're gonna stay right here and let you listen in.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
3, 2, 1.
It's game time.
Liftoff.
So sit back and enjoy the ride right here on Blast Vision.
Woo! Fire me up on a Friday night, Jake. Good to be at the ballpark.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, my friend. High school baseball playoff time. There's nothing quite like it.
Nothing.
And these crowds, these fans, they have not disappointed. They have shown up in droves, and it's been fun so far. And it just keeps every week, man. It just gets better and better and better the deeper we go in these playoffs. And man, it's so much fun. And hey, we added another ball game. I can go ahead and tell you it's official now. We got the thumbs up from both sides. And tomorrow we will have the Bishop Badgers and the Banquete Bulldogs. That game will be played at Cabinets Field tomorrow, either 1 or 3 p.m. It depends on the outcome of tonight's ball game between Veterans Memorial and Ray. But we will be there for that ball game. Game 2, the Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead in that series. So the Badgers looking to get 2 wins, and the Bulldogs looking. All they need is 1 to advance on to the next round, and they have beaten the Badgers 3 times already this year, twice in district play and in game 1.
I'll tell you what, it's extremely difficult to beat a team 4 times in a season. It really is. With that being said, expect Banquete to come out well coached as always, playing fundamental baseball, and the same for Bishop. That's going to be an interesting matchup that I'll definitely be keeping an eye on tomorrow.
Yeah, game 1 last night, and a 3-2 victory for the Bulldogs, a game where the Badgers tried to make a comeback towards the end and just fell short, and so they took the loss in game 1, and that was played in Hebbronville, and so now they will move the series back closer to both of those teams home, and they're going to move it to Cabinets Field, and so we will definitely be there for that one. If the Veterans Memorial Eagles take the win tonight, then we'll have another ball game over on Blast Vision 2 as well, so you guys stay tuned. But here we go, about to get underway here in this one. And let's get you the defensive alignment here for the Coyotes.
As Garza steps to the plate here.
First pitch in there for a strike, and we are officially underway at 7:25 first pitch by Cash Benavides, the right-hander for the Coyotes. We'll get you the defensive alignment for the Coyotes here in just a sec. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. In the outfield, left to right, Moreno, Molina, and Cuellar. Guzman at first, Galvan at second, Carrillo the shortstop, Campos at third, and Aguilar behind the dish. 0-2 pitch, here it comes, and that one is going to be ripped but foul. First base side out of play. So we'll do it again at 0-2.
Garza hitting lead off tonight for the Warriors.
Pitch in the turf. Appeal down to the first base umpire, says no, he did not go around, so a 1-2 count.
Trying to get you guys some stats. Garza hitting .352 on the year. 16 RBI, 6 doubles.
Driven out to right field. Over to his right is Cuellar, and he will make the grab, 1 away. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Luis Rios. So Rios at the plate. Let's get you some info on Cash Benavides as well. Benavides, he is 6-6 on the season. Delivers first pitch low, 1-0 the count. 6-6 on the season, 64 in the third innings pitched. And he has allowed 38 runs, 28 earned on 59 hits, 38 walks, and 58 strikeouts for Benavides. A 3.05 ERA. 2-0 pitch in the turf. So 3-0 the count on Rios.
Rios hitting .400 this year. 18 RBI, no extra base hits. As he faces Benavides in a 3-0 count here. Rios hitting from the right side.
There's a strike, 3-1. Magic 81 hitting us up on the chat, watching the game. My mom checking in says, "Good to hear you, Ben." Nothing about me.
At least there's one. At least there's one person out there.
3-1 pitch fouled off. Full count here on Rios. One down, base is empty here in the top of the first. Cynthia Moreno checking in as well, welcoming you back, Ben. I mean, I'm feeling kind of left out here.
That's all right.
Up and in, and it will be a one-out walk issued to Rios. So he'll make his way down to first base. And we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. It's going to be number 5.
Ian Hernandez, the courtesy runner. That'll bring up to the plate number 11, Camden Rosie Paul. Rosie Paul, the center fielder for the Warriors. Rosie Paul, kind of a household name at Tuloso-Midway High School. Jake has an older brother that's been there, played at Tuloso, and I know Camden is a senior this year, I believe.
I believe so too. I'm going to double check that for us here. A junior.
Junior. As he watches a breaking ball for ball 1. Rosie Paul hits from the left side. Pickoff move not in time.
Hernandez, courtesy runner over there at first base. 1 on, 1 out. As the home plate umpire asking Benavides to step back. You know, the on-deck circle is pretty close to the field.
I don't know if they got those dimensions right.
So asking him to step back just a bit. And that one fouled off the ankle of Rosie Paul. So 1-1 the count, and he's going to walk that one off. It's a tough young man right there.
Rosie Paul, hands about shoulder height, maybe a little bit above shoulders.
Comes the pitch, driven out to center field, going back Molina, backpedaling, and he makes the grab. Gets it in quickly, and Hernandez will have to get back to first base. So Rosie Paul gave it a ride, but Molina able to track it down in center field. There are 2 away.
One of those pitches, Jake, where Benavides, as soon as he let it go, probably scolding himself, saying, "Man, I left that breaking ball up way too high." And kind of same thing that happened here. Northside would have happened in Alice. Rosie Paul gives it a ride, but you know the wind blowing the way it's blowing kind of just held it up in time for Molina to make the grab.
Christian Benavides, first pitch swinging out to center field, and this time Molina's going to have to let it drop in front. On to third base. Here comes the throw, going to be close, and he's out. So they gun down Hernandez on a great throw by Molina, the center fielder, all the way to Campos. What a play right there to end the inning for the Coyotes. So for the Warriors, no runs on 1 hit rather, and there was 1 man left on base. So after half inning of play, Warriors nothing, Coyotes coming to bat. Blast Vision live from San Antonio, Texas.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas athletics.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust.
Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call for you. We head to the bottom of the first inning, top of the order for the Coyotes, Aguilar, Benavides, and Guzman. Let's get you the defensive alignment for the Warriors. Left to right in the outfield, Stace, Rosapal, and Battersby. In the infield, Benavides at first, Chapa at second, Garza the shortstop, Puente at third, and Herrera behind the dish. Luis Rios on the mound for the Warriors. And it's going to be Caleb Aguilar, the Coyote catcher, who will lead things off. Let's start by getting you some info on the young man on the mound today for the Tuloso-Midway Warriors, Luis Rios.
As Aguilar steps into the box from the right side. First pitch from Rios on the way. Leg kick and the delivery. Delivered for strike one on the outer half.
Rios, a junior, he is 6-2 on the season, 3.19 ERA.
0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the inside corner for strike two. No balls and two strikes to the batter, Aguilar, the catcher for the Coyotes. 0-2 pitch on the way from Rios. Fastball just misses up in the zone, says the home plate umpire. Brings the count to a ball and two strikes, no outs. Bottom of the first inning, no score yet here at Northside between the Coyotes of Alice and the Warriors of Tuloso-Midway. Rios gets the sign. Breaking ball in the inner half gets Aguilar looking for the first out of the ball game. Strikeout number one, out number one. Welcome to the ball game, Luis Rios.
It's going to bring up the Coyote pitcher, Cash Benavides. Benavides wearing number 4, batting from the right side. Rios, 59 and a third innings pitched this season. He has allowed 36 runs, 27 earned on 64 hits, 19 walks, and 45 strikeouts for Rios.
First pitch to Benavides in there for a strike.
You can actually make that 46 now, I suppose.
Okay. 46 and counting.
That's what I should have said, 46 and counting.
The 0-1 pitch is a fastball down and away to the right-handed hitting Cash Benavides. Evens the count at a ball and a strike apiece. Rios gets his sign from Herrera. Leg kick and the delivery. Spikes a breaking ball in the dirt. Herrera with a nice job dropping to his knees to keep it in front of him. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike. 1 out here in San Antonio. Rios with the delivery. Fastball is hit the other way by Benavides. Ground ball through the right side into right field for a 1-out single. First hit of the evening for the Coyotes. One pitcher to another.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Jacob Guzman. Guzman wearing number 6, hitting .302 in the season. 16 hits in 53 at-bats for Guzman, a double and a triple. And he has driven in 10 runs for the Coyotes.
They will not courtesy run for Benavides yet. Rios comes set. First pitch on the way. It's high chopper to the third baseman. Puente over to Chapa over to Benavides, as they cannot complete the back end of the double play, but a nice defensive play there from Puente, Chapa, and Benavides all the way around. Cleanly fielded baseball. Clean exchanges all the way around. Looked really, really good there from the Warriors. Guzman just a little too quick down the baseline.
How about Jacob Guzman getting down the line right there, and he reaches on the fielder's choice. Going to bring up the cleanup hitter, third baseman, number 9, Cy Campos. Cy Campos leading the team, hitting .379, 33 hits in 87 at bats, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 12 runs driven in for Campos.
Rios working out of the windup, takes a look at Guzman at first, comes set, and the delivery is a fastball down for ball 1. Rios again working from the windup. From the stretch. Excuse me. Comes set, hands at the belt, delivery. The breaking ball down in the dirt as Herrera picks and snap throws to first, not in time as Guzman makes it back safely. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike on Campos, the third baseman for the Coyotes. Rios gets his sign from Herrera. He comes set. The delivery swung on and fouled off to the third base side. Makes the count 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Cy Campos at the dish, hitting from the right side. Looks at Coach Alvarado for the sign. Gets him, steps back in the box. Rios comes set, hands at the belt, leg kick and the delivery. Delivers a strike to the outside corner to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Defense pretty much playing straight up. Nobody shaded one way or another. Rios comes set. Leg kick and the delivery. Fastball inside, misses for ball 3. The count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. With the runner on first, the runner will be on the move here. As a base runner, you always want to make sure you're not in too much of a rush. As expected, he takes off. Campos gets a breaking ball that he spoils to the right side. The first baseman, Benavides, will drift over and grab it for out number 3. So for the Coyotes in the bottom of the first inning, no runs on 1 hit, no Warrior errors. They do leave a man on base. After a full inning of play here at Northside ISD, there's no score. You're listening to Blast Vision Live, regional quarterfinals.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. .361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call for you tonight. Top of the second inning. 5-6-7 due up for the Warriors. Herrera, Chapa, and Puente. Johnny Herrera, first pitch lifted into left field. In comes Moreno, and he'll make the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Herrera not wasting any time going after the first pitch that he sees liked it enough to put a swing on it, and makes it easy for Moreno to drift over and reach up and grab it for out number 1.
One down here for second baseman Mark Chapa.
Chapa hits from the right side.
First offering from Benavides misses low for ball 1. And that pitch is going to be fouled off. First base side out of play. That'll even up the count at a ball and a strike. Again, spoiling a pitch. 1-2 the count on Chapa. Top of the second inning here. Scoreless ball game between these two ball clubs. And let's check in on some scores from around the area here in just a sec. As that pitch is in the turf. I'll leave it up the count at 2-2. So it looks like Cabinets Field, the Ray Texans taking a 1-0 lead, scoring 1 run in the top of the third. They're now in the bottom of the third. Pitching matchup there in that ball game. Kevin Goss for the Texans, Xavier Perez for the Eagles. So 1-0, bottom of the third inning.
Mark Chapa hitting .325 on the year. 26 hits, 24 RBIs, 18 runs scored. 3 doubles, no triples, and 1 home run.
2-2 pitch going to miss up, full count. Looks like the Cal Wildcats and Hondo, still no score in that ball game, but the Wildcats with runners at first and second in the top of the third, nobody out, so we'll check back on that one. And the 3-2 pitch from Benavides is going to miss low. So a 1-out walk issued to Chapa, and he is at first base.
Second 1-out walk issued by Cash in as many innings, bringing to the plate number 8, Albert Puente. Puente hitting .266 on the year. 5 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 22 RBIs.
Showing bunt, there goes the runner, and the throw is in time. Aguilar to Carrillo, and they will tag out Chapa trying to swipe second base. Call at the plate, I believe, was a ball. So 1-0 count, but 2 away here in the top of the second. Pitch in the turf, 2-0.
Benavides can thank Aguilar for that, erasing that 1-out walk. Man, if there's one thing I've learned throughout the years of playing and coaching baseball, it's those walks always come back to haunt you.
His buddy Aguilar behind the plate taking care of that. 2-0 pitch misses up and in, so a 3-0 count here on Puente. Base is empty. 2 away. Here's a strike. 3-1. Say hello to JJ Gonzalez checking in, rooting for the Coyotes. And that pitch is going to miss inside. So back-to-back walks. Here by Benavides. But luckily for him, after that throw by Aguilar, just 1 runner on. Puente at first base. And
brings to the plate number 1, Joshua Garcia. Garcia, the DH, hitting for the right fielder Battersby. Pickoff attempt not in time.
so Garcia batting from the left side against the right-hander Benavides. And Cash delivers a strike.
Garcia, according to Max Preps, hitting .176 on the year. No extra base hits, 3 RBI.
Oh, 1, just a bit low. 1-1. Want to say hello to 3ADLSFIA.
It's a tongue twister.
That was a tough one. Pitch in the turf. 2-1. Asking if we could zoom in a bit. I'll see what we can do in one of the half innings. Tough with the camera here. We don't want to cut off the corners too much. But I'll see if we can zoom it in just a bit. 2-1 pitch fouled straight back. 2-2 the count on Garcia. Puente, the runner, over at first base. Guzman holds him on.
Coach Akers gonna ask for time from the home plate umpire. Not sure if he's calling for a pinch hitter on deck or sending a message to Garcia at the plate. Either way, breaking the action is over.
Twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Benavides delivers a pitch. Soft chopper over to the third base side, gonna go foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2.
No score here at Northside ISD Stadium, field number 2.
Want to say hi to Miss Tina Odom checking in. Says, way to go, RJ. And Miss Tina Odom, just want to let you know that we will have your boys tomorrow on Blast Vision from Cabinets Field. We have picked up a ball game at an open spot, and we're going to take the Badgers and the Bulldogs in game 2 of their best of 3. Pitch on the way, driven out to center field. Molina to his right, and he squeezes it for out number 3. So for the Warriors, no runs, hits, or errors. 1 man left on base. Still scoreless after an inning and a half. Coyotes coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision Live from San Antonio, Texas.
Johnny Luna with Auto Nation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. Auto Nation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia for you on the call. And we got Stu Duncan in the booth with us as well with 361hsblast.com, helping out with the stats and the classifications and you name it. You should see him typing away over here. It's impressive. It's impressive stuff.
It really, really is. First pitch of the inning on the way is swung on by Carrillo, popped up high to center field. Rosie Paul doesn't have to move too much. To his left, reaches up and grabs it for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
That's how we started the top of the second.
Both innings, top and bottom halves, have been pretty identical.
They've been pretty similar. Pretty darn similar. Someone gets thrown out at second base.
Yeah. I'm going to start asking some questions around here.
It's going to bring up center fielder Matt Molina. So Molina will dig in from the right side.
Rios with the leg kick and the delivery. Fastball up, misses, or ball 1.
Molina comes in batting .281 on the season. 27 hits and 96 at-bats, couple of doubles and a triple. He's driven in 12.
1-0 breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Ball and a strike to the hitter, Matthew Molina. Rios gets his sign. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and outside for ball 2. The 2-1 offering on its way. That's a fastball grounded to the right side. Chapa can't handle it. Is able to pick it up and throw out Molina anyway for the second out of the inning. I don't think that ball was hit extremely hard, Jake. Maybe had a little bit of a different spin on it. Maybe a knuckleball kind of deal that came off the bat. But good job there by Chapa staying with it and throwing it over to first in time for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, the young man did not panic. Got it, made a good strong throw over to first base, 2-away. At the plate, Ryan Galvan, Coyote second baseman.
Galvan gets started off with a curveball to the outer half for strike one.
Comes in hitting .303, 23 hits and 76 at bats, couple of doubles and a triple. He's driven in 16.
Rios early on here, Jake, doing a good job keeping the Coyote hitters off balance. He's starting some guys with the fastball, some guys with the breaking ball. The recipe for him so far for his success has been that he's been able to go, as we just saw right there, to the breaking ball in any count for a strike. So whether the Coyote hitters are being disciplined and laying off when they're behind or when they're ahead in the count really hasn't played a difference, because 2-0, 2-1, and Rios goes to the curveball for strike. 1-2 pitch on the way, fastball in, foul it off to the left side, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
Nice.
But just some confidence really from Rios with that breaking ball. Confident enough to throw it in a 2-0 count. Confident enough to throw it when he's behind, making his pitch not in his counts. You know, been really impressed early on by the young man. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball grounded to the left side to the shortstop. Garza up and over to Benavides at first, in plenty of time for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Coyotes. In the bottom of the second, after 2 complete, we are still scoreless here in San Antonio, Texas. You're listening to Blast Vision live from Northside ISD.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back. The Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth, top of the third here in San Antonio, Texas. Made the short trip up, Stu and I think we might have a stowaway on the way back. We shall see. But we are in the top of the third inning of a scoreless ball game between the Alice Coyotes and the Tuloso-Midway Warriors. 1-game playoff for these two teams. This is it. Winner advances. And as we head into the top of the third, for the Warriors, 9-1-2 due up. Stace, Garza, and Rios.
Pretty evenly matched ball game here, Jake, for the first 2 innings. I'm interested to see how this game pans out. Unfortunately for one of these ball clubs and their seniors, tonight will be the last time they suit up for their respective high schools.
Pitch on the way, and there's a strike.
Cody Stace, the left fielder, hits from the right side, the 9-hole hitter. Looks at strike 1, as Jake just mentioned.
Swing and a miss. A little off-speed pitch right there.
Yeah, a little breaking ball action there from Cash Benavides.
The 0-2 pitch fouled off. We'll do it again at 0-2. Want to say hi to some more folks up on the chat. Albert Hernandez checking in, rooting for the Coyotes. Rita Alanis saying hi to both of us. It's been a long time since we've seen Miss Rita.
It has been a long time. Hope Miss Rita's doing well.
And certainly want to wish the Sin Pirates the best of luck.
That was a fun year, Jake. The year Sin and Moody both made it to the state tournament, 2017, I believe it was.
Yeah, Miss Rita was on the chat as that pitch misses for ball two. So two balls and 2 strikes to count. And be patient with the virtual scoreboard. It's acting crazy on Ben. You might see 6 balls here in a second. That one's gonna be lined over to the second baseman on a hop. He plays it, and the throw over to Guzman is in time. One down here in the top of the third.
And that'll flip the lineup over for the Warriors. Jorge Garza walking to the plate for his second at-bat of the evening. Garza hitting .352 on the year, 16 RBIs, 6 doubles, 3 triples, no home runs, 38 hits, and 108 at-bats for the leadoff man for the Warriors.
First pitch from Benavides misses up. Got his 0 for 1, flew out to right his first time up. 1-0 pitch in the turf, 2-0. And I was saying, you know, Rita was on the chat the other night, and so we kind of started talking about that season a little bit, and when we first met her, and super nice lady, huge Sinton Pirate fan. That one's going to be driven out to center field, going to get down and pass Molina all the way to the wall, headed for second base, and he'll hold up there. So Garza with a double.
Man, not exactly the kind of read that Molina, the center fielder, was expecting right off the bat. Guess that kind of something that just happens with not playing here all year. And excuse me, Garza's line drive was able to get by him for an extra base hit.
So Garza at second base with 1 out. That's going to bring up Luis Rios. Another score update coming in on the chat board. Magic 81 says London up 2-0, top of the 7th. And they just need to win tonight to sweep. Pitch on the way and misses low.
Rios hitting .400 on the year, 34 hits and 85 at-bats, no extra base hits with 18 RBIs. He is 0 for 0 tonight, walked in his first plate appearance.
And the 1-0 pitch going to miss low for ball 2, so 2-0 the count. And that's going to draw a visit from the catcher Aguilar, so he will come over and talk to Benavides. Runner at second base is Garza, 1 down here in the top of the third. Rios, the 2-hole hitter for the Coyotes, so we're back to the top of the order, the second time that they see Benavides here tonight. Garza hit the ball hard twice, just couldn't get it to drop the first time. But he got a base hit, he got a double in his second at bat. He leads off second. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Galvan on the backhand. Throw over to first base, and it takes a bounce. It gets away from Guzman. Here comes the runner, and Guzman slides over there in the turf. Couldn't make the throw. Couldn't get his footing. Just kind of slipped right there, and in to score from second base is Garza. So an error on the throw by Galvan, and it's going to cost him a run. So a 1-0 Warrior lead here in the top of the third. Rios at first base for Camden Rosipal.
You know, Jake, anytime you make postseason appearance, it's crucial, that you play your, if not your best baseball, then at least your very average baseball, and make the routine plays, make the fundamental plays, because not only in a series, but when you get into these one-game playoffs, it really truly is a team who makes the least amount of mistakes that usually come out on top.
First pitch to Rosipal misses for ball 1.
Rosipal 0 for 1 on the evening, flew out to the center fielder Molina. Rosipal struck the ball well on his first at bat, hitting .404 on the year. 6 doubles, 7 triples, 2 home runs for the left-handed junior.
1-0 pitch, missing low. You see the frustration in Benavides on that pitch, and that's going to draw a visit from Coach Alvarado. So we have a break in the action. Let's go ahead and check on some scores. Let's check in on that Cal Allen Wildcat ball game. And Hondo taking a 1-0 lead over Cal Allen. Hondo scoring a run in the bottom of the third inning. They're in the top of the fourth now. And the pitching matchup there is Caleb Guana for Hondo and Justin Lampkin for the Wildcats. So a 1-0 Hondo lead.
Heard a lot of good things about Guyona from Hondo. An impressive stat so far. Lampkin through 3 innings with 7 strikeouts, but has issued a walk. And ultimately, the most important stat line so far is allowed a run. But definitely a good pitching matchup going on over in Jordanton right now between Guyona and Lampkin. See how that one turns out.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys posted with that one. We'll check over at Cabinets Field. Still a 1-0 Texan lead. And the Texans runners at the corners with nobody out in the top of the fourth. Texans looking for a win to force a game 3 in that one. We'll keep you posted there as well. Back to the action here. Rosenpaul digs in. 2-0 the count on the left-hander. And there's a strike from Benavides.
Benavides, it's very, very easy as a pitcher to get frustrated. The routine ground ball hit to the second baseman. Unfortunately for the Coyotes, not able to make the play. The 2-1 pitch misses up for ball 3. You, as a pitcher, you tell yourself, man, I'm making my pitch. I know my guys are trying to have my back as much as they can, and it's just just didn't happen that way. And then, the icing on the cake, metaphorically, is that the Warriors have the middle part of their lineup in what so far has been the most stressful inning for Benavides.
The count goes full here on Rosie Paul. Swing and a miss, and a big out right there for Benavides and the Coyotes as they strike out Rosie Paul for out number 2.
Big strikeout there by Cash Benavides, showing poise on the mound and not letting the situation get too big for him. Sure, whatever Coach Alvarado told him during that mound visit definitely played a huge role in the body language. You can just tell it's a little different after the fact. But still not over yet. Still has to get through Benavides, the first baseman, the cleanup hitter for the Warriors.
Outside corner, strike 1. Christian Benavides, the young man at the plate. And Christian singled his first time up, 1 for 1 in the ball game. Jammed him, and he fouls it off on the first base side.
Benavides, just to give you some stats real quick, he's hitting .385 on the year, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 31 RBIs. Has 30 hits and 78 at-bats, 116 plate appearances. So you can see by those 2 numbers is this guy really takes his walks, takes his hit by a pitch, really does his job to get on base.
Rios on the move, 0-2 pitch is fouled straight back. We'll do it again at 0-2. Rios makes his way back to first base.
1-0 ball game here in this 1-game playoff between the 2 district foes, number 2 and 3 seed out of District 31 4A. Had to brush my memory off a little bit there.
This guy fresh off a trip to Alabama. And that pitch is going to be fouled back out of play. Some pretty cool stuff going on at Our Lady of the Lake University. And I believe it was the first time that the Saints go to nationals.
Yeah, that had a really, really good year program-wide, winning the regular season conference championship and making a trip to the opening round of the national tournament.
Popped up, left side, Going back, Carrillo, the shortstop. Coming in was Moreno, but Carrillo will squeeze it for out number 3. But for the Warriors, they do get 1 run on 1 hit, and there was also 1 error, 1 man left on base. So 1-0 Warrior lead after 2.5. Coyotes coming to bat when we come back. Last Vision live from San Antonio, Texas.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe, Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back. Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning here in San Antonio. A 1-0 Warrior lead. Tuloso-Midway Warriors scoring a run in the top of the 3rd. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, the Coyotes will send up 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Resendez, Moreno, and Aguilar. And it'll be Tristan Resendez to lead things off.
Unofficially, Rios at 25 pitches for the Warriors. First pitch of the inning on its way to Resendez. Misses up and in for ball 1. Beautiful night. At least feels good here in the booth. Not too sure how hot it is outside right now, but neither here nor there. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball in there for strike 1. The count goes even at a ball and a strike apiece. No outs here. Bottom of the 3rd inning. The Warriors scratching a run in the top of the 3rd, taking advantage of a Coyote throwing error. Able to strike first here in this 1-game playoff. 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that gets a swing and a miss from Resendez for strike number 2. And there you go again, Jake, just what I was talking about last inning. Confident enough to go to it in any count, and really to be an effective high school pitcher, the ability to throw more than 1 pitch for a strike really shows proven fruitful as he goes back to the fastball on the outer half for strike 3 to get Resendez looking for out number 1.
So 1 down. And the batter now, Adan Moreno, the left fielder for the Coyotes.
That's the 2nd strikeout of the night for Rios. Both backwards Ks. Had a conversation about that over dinner a little while ago. First pitch on the way to Moreno is inside for ball number 1.
Adan Moreno batting .266 coming into the ball game. 17 hits and 64 at bats. 2 doubles and a triple. 14 runs driven in and a swing and a miss there on that 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
Moreno, the left fielder for the Coyotes, looking to turn this lineup over and get something going for the Coyotes offensively. Rios has done a good job kind of keeping these guys in check so far. There it is, a 1-1 breaking ball for strike number 2.
Ben, want to say hello to Leroy Adams, asking if we can say hi to Americo Perez from Alice. And there you go. Americo Perez, thank you for watching.
1-2 pitch, fastball down and away. Gets away from Herrera, and the count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Thank you, Gloria Aguilar. Ben's new to the virtual scoreboard, but we got it in there. Warriors with a 1-0 lead. He'll get it.
2-2 offering from Rios on its way. Fastball fouled straight back, and the count will stay at 2-2.
trying to break him in here tonight. We're breaking him back in. He's been off the headset for what, a couple of years
Couple
at
seasons
least.
at least. And the last time I did have a headset on, we didn't have all this fancy equipment. 2-2 pitch misses high for ball 3. I keep saying what side the hitter's hitting from as if the viewers can't see for themselves because, used to not having video on the radio.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch on the way, misses upstairs for ball 4, and there's a base runner for the Coyotes for the first time since the first inning.
Back to the top of the order for the Coyotes with Caleb Aguilar, Coyote pitcher. Let's see what Aguilar did his first time up. He struck out looking, so he's 0 for 1.
1 out walk to the 9-hole Moreno.
And that drew a visit from senior first baseman Christian Benavides. Came over to talk to Rios.
Maybe saw something that Rios maybe was trying to gear up and throw a little bit harder than he typically does. And sometimes as a pitcher when you get into that mode, you kind of lose feel for the strike zone a little bit. Maybe Benavides just trying to calm him down and say, hey man, don't worry, keep pitching to contact and we got your back.
He delivers a first pitch strike right there to Aguilar.
Not sure who doesn't like that call, but I would assume it's the Alice faithful.
And I would assume so too.
As it's called strike 1 on the batter.
That's the thing about, the fans, and not just this year, but we've seen it a lot this year, man. They're in every single pitch. They are in it to win it.
The 0-1 pitch is lined right back up the middle into center field for a 1-out single. Rosie Paul gets it in quickly to the shortstop, Garza. And just like that, Jake, the Coyotes haven't answered back yet, but are threatening to answer back here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with the middle of their lineup coming up.
Absolutely. These are the guys they want up there. Christian Benavides at the plate. Jacob Guzman on deck. So Benavides, Cash Benavides rather. Coyote pitcher. To see Benavides in this ball game. I got to remember which one's which.
And if there wasn't 1 out already, Jake, I would say, maybe potentially watch for the bunt here from Benavides, get 2 guys in a scoring position. But with 1 out, I kind of see it hard to put that on here.
And he's swinging away. Swings and misses at the first offering there from Rios.
Rios going to the breaking ball to his counterpart Benavides to start him off.
Buried it right there in the turf.
Absolutely buried it. Not too big of a lead from neither base runner, Moreno or Aguilar. Was there a courtesy runner at first there, Jake? Pitcher comes set. Rios 0-1 delivery, leg kick, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. I believe that's number 13. Try to get you a name. Matthew Ortiz, the courtesy runner, over at first base for the catcher, Aguilar. Like I said, neither Ortiz or Moreno with a big lead off first or second. 0-2 offering on its way. Fastball misses high for ball 1. Count goes to a ball and a strike to Cash Benavides. A ball and 2 strikes, sorry, to Cash Benavides. Rios looks into Herrera, gets his sign, comes set, leg kick and the delivery, breaking ball fouled off to the left side over in front of his dugout, and we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Alice so far with their best chance to score, put some runs on the scoreboard early on in this game. Have had only 1 base runner, 2 base runners up until this point. Rios leans in, gets his sign, comes set at the belt, leg kick, and the delivery is a breaking ball that's hammered deep to left field. Stace goes back, grabs it at the warning track, right in front of the scoreboard, as Benavides, as well as Coach Alvarado, thought he got all of it, and you could just hear the sigh of relief from the Warrior fans as they're able to breathe now, as that ballpark. The ballpark was able to keep that baseball in. But boy, did Benavides get a hold of that one. Wow, runner tags up. Moreno tags up from second base, advances to third. The courtesy runner Ortiz stays at first, and there's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third inning. Benavides, wow, put a charge into that baseball. I even thought it was going to get out of here.
I did too.
Would've been
Off the bat, I thought it was gone.
Would have been a huge, huge 3-run home run for the Coyotes.
Jacob Guzman at the plate for the Coyotes. Guzman reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. So 0 for 1.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Rios comes set. Curveball is fouled off straight back, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Guzman missing a lot of time with an injury early in the season. Didn't know if we would see him at all, so really nice to see this young man back.
Rios takes a look at the runner at first, comes set. Runner at first is on the move. Ground ball hit to the left side. Puente up to his left, picks it up and over to Benavides at first in plenty of time for the 3rd out. Warriors able to escape trouble there. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 man left on base for the Coyotes. At the end of 3, it's the Warriors that have the lead, 1-0. You're listening to Blast Vision Live here from San Antonio, Texas.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth here in San Antonio, Texas. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia on the call.
Been a pretty evenly matched ball game so far. Both teams with 2 hits. It's just the Warriors able to take advantage of the miscue by the Coyote defense. Has seemed to be the only difference up to this point, as we are just about halfway done with the ball game. Jake, up here in the top of the 4th inning. Brings up Johnny Herrera, the Warrior catcher. Herrera on the year has a .398 average, 12 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, 29 RBI. Man, Jake, 12 doubles? That might be some kind of school record or something. It's a lot of doubles for the young man.
It's a lot of doubles. Doubles machine right here.
As he watches the first pitch inside for ball 1.
I've seen these 2 teams play a couple of times this season. In fact, I saw them against each other the first time that they met up. Because that one's grounded over to Galvan at second. Throw to Guzman is in time for out number 1. And I was going to say, Herrera, he can swing it, man. I saw him hit one out of the ballpark and almost hit another one out of the ballpark in the same ball game.
Yeah, he's definitely, as a catcher, you're pretty commonly known as a catalyst for your team's defense, but when you get a catcher who can really get it done behind the plate and at the plate, it sets your team up for success.
Mark Chapa takes a pitch low, and this young man, another young man in that ball game, saw him hit one out of the ballpark. This young man had quite a night. First time these 2 teams met up in district play.
No official at bat for Chapa here on the evening as he walked in his first plate appearance, fouls that ball off to the left side to even the count at a ball and a strike apiece. Northside ISD, San Antonio, Texas. What's shaping up to be a great ball game on a beautiful Friday evening. And personally, Jake, I'll take these Friday night lights over the more common across the state.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talk about it all the time. Baseball is king in South Texas. That pitch had Chapa leaning back, doing the limbo move, his best limbo move up there, up and in for ball 3. So 3-1 the count on Chapa.
Interested to see if Chapa takes here all the way, as he will not. Makes a liar out of me.
Fouls that one straight back.
Only reason I say that, though, Jake, is because the 1-1 and 2-1 pitch from Benavidez were kind of not really close to the strike zone. Payoff pitch is fouled off to the right side, gets out of play, and we'll do it again full.
Nice catch over there in the corner of the stands by a TM fan.
Oh, nice.
Good hands over there. Sign him up.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-0 ball game here in this one-game playoff regional quarterfinal. Winner advances, loser goes home. Payoff pitch on the way from Benavidez, and it's fouled off again to the right side, gets out of play, and we will do it again full.
Cash Benavidez, the right-hander on the mound for the Coyotes here in this ball game.
Unofficially got him at 64 pitches.
Unofficial. I think they're announcing it here. I can't hear it. Oh, they've got it on the scoreboard.
Oh, that 3-2 pitch misses just inside, says the home plate umpire, for ball 4.
And I might be 1 pitch behind. The scoreboard has it. Thank you, Stu, pointing out that the scoreboard shows the so we can give you official pitch counts, as a matter of fact. 66, the official pitch count for Cash Benavidez.
Pickoff attempt not in time.
Albert Puente to the plate for the Warriors.
Another pickoff attempt not in time.
Puente, no official at bat in the ball game. Walked his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. So no official at bat.
Puente hitting .266 on the year, 5 doubles and a triple, no home runs, 22 RBIs.
1-0 the count.
Puente, the sophomore third baseman, made a pretty nice play to end the bottom half of the 3rd inning last inning.
Benavidez missing with the 1-0. So 2-0 the count. And again, Aguilar, the catcher, going to go talk to Benavidez. Let's check in on those ball games. Let's see, the Ray Texans still 1-0 over Veterans Memorial. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning in that ball game. And Calallen still trailing 1-0 to Hondo. They're in the top of the 5th. The Wildcats with runners at 1st and 2nd, nobody out. So we'll check back on that one here in just a bit. Let me see if I can find real quick the Sinton ball game. I'm sure that I can find it. Another pickoff move to first base.
I think that's not till tomorrow night, is it, Jake?
Somebody reported a Sinton score earlier, so
Okay.
maybe it was a series lead that they reported.
The 2-0 pitch is in there for strike number 1 to Puente.
I thought the same thing, Ben, that they didn't play again until tomorrow.
Okay.
But let me double check it. And yeah, they're not until tomorrow. So sorry about that, guys. Sitting with a 1-0 series lead.
Benavidez with the pitch
I read it wrong.
to Puente. Puente fouls it off to the right side, gets out of play, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. The Warriors with the base runner, Chapa at first, takes his lead. Look over from Benavidez. He comes set at the belt. Slide step, breaking ball delivery, misses high for ball number 3, and the count goes full. You can see the frustration starting to build in Benavidez as he's kind of gotten away from being able to consistently find the strike zone. This is where you really have to dig deep, Jake, and let your defense work for you. Come set, payoff pitch on the way. That's grounded to the left side, right to the shortstop. Flips it over to Galvan at second. gets the runner Chapa for the force out, but not in time as Puente is able to beat out the throw from Galvan. So, in short, a 6-4 fielder's choice.
That's what it boils down to. They force Chapa at second base. So Puente reaches on that fielder's choice. That's going to bring up Josh Garcia. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Warriors with a 1-0 lead. And a score update, looks like the London Pirates hang on to get a 2-0 win over Hebronville. I believe that was game 1 of that series, and that first pitch is fouled off. Third base side, a lot of room in foul territory, and Campos and Carrillo, the shortstop, both gave chase, but it's going to drop in foul territory, so an 0-1 count on Garcia. Garcia 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. There's a strike, 0-2. Pitch in the turf, gets away from Aguilar. On to second base is Puente. So a 1-2 count on Garcia, and a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Saw Aguilar trying to backhand it out of the turf. And as an old coach of mine used to say, don't fall in love with the backhand. She'll leave you in a second. I think that's how that saying went.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've used it a couple of times. Things you just don't forget.
Nope. Oh, Benavides' offering gets spoiled to the left side by Garcia. And count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base for the Warriors. Benavides trying to escape trouble for the 2nd consecutive inning. Limit the damage being done.
Popped up into left field. Carrillo, the shortstop, coming over and makes a grab on the run for out number 3. So the Warriors strand a runner at second base here in the top of the 4th, but they take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the 4th inning. Coyotes coming to bat when we come back. Blast Vision live from San Antonio, Texas.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia. And let me see if I can get the camera straight. I got a little zoomed in for us, a little bit more zoomed in. Cuts off the corners a little bit, but I promise we'll tell you what's going on out there. Bottom of the 4th inning here.
First pitch is swung on and lifted to the left side. The outfielders give chase. The left fielder Stace and center fielder Rosie Paul kind of miscommunicate and let the fly ball fall as it takes one bounce and goes over the left center field wall, right over the 345 marker in left center field for a ground rule double by Cy Campos. as he leads it off with the ground rule double for the Coyotes. Their third hit of the evening. And just like that, the Coyotes are with the runner in scoring position after one pitch here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
The Coyotes now, what a way to start this bottom of the fourth. And that's going to bring up R.J. Carrillo, Coyote shortstop.
So runner on second base, no outs. First pitch on the way. Carrillo shows bunt, bunts it right back to Rios, the pitcher. Rios up and over to Chapa, who's covering first in plenty of time for out number one. Sacrifice bunt is successful as Campos is able to move up to third. So here you go, Jake. The Coyotes with their best opportunity to at least tie the ball game here in the bottom of the fourth.
It's going to draw the infield in for the Warriors. Matt Molina to the plate. And Molina grounded out in his first at-bat, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. But with the infield in, that same coach who used to talk about the backhand also said, you know, with the infield drawn in, he turned a 300 hitter into a 400 hitter.
That's absolutely right. And you can tell runs are going to come at a premium tonight because of the infield in with one out. Offering on the way, big swing and a miss from Molina for strike number one. Maybe Rios' turn to show what kind of poise he has as he finds himself here trying to keep the Coyotes off the board, or at least limited on the board. Comes set, 0-1 offering on the way. There's a sack. Got tongue-tied there. A safety squeeze put on by the Coyotes. Not a very good read there by the base runner, Cy Campos, as he was supposed to wait until that ball got away from the pitcher.
He's going to be tagged out at home plate. What a play right there. Rios to Herrera, and Herrera applies the tag. 2 away, and now with 2 outs, a runner at first base instead of 90 feet away.
Wow, what a change of events there. Nobody, no balls, no strikes for the new batter, Galvan. Pickoff attempt to first base, not in time. R.J. Galvan, the batter for the Coyotes, second baseman, hits with 2 outs and a man on first. Perfectly defended safety squeeze by the Warriors as Rios delivers strike number 1 on the outer half. Got tongue to. I think I got a little excited there. I was trying to say suicide squeeze, but it was not a suicide. Safety squeeze. As Campos did not go, was not stealing home, breaking for the plate. Waited for Molina to put the bunt down and then decided to go. Good read. Just didn't, kind of didn't get the job done. Molina did, and bunted it right back to the pitcher. 0-1 offering on the way. Fastball on the outside corner for strike number 2. Have a score update from Jordanton. Cal Allen pushes 2 runs across in the top of the 5th to take a 2-1 lead over Hondo, currently in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rios looks in to Herrera, gets his sign, takes a look over at the runner, comes set at the belt, leg kick delivery, 0-2 pitch, fastball up for ball 1. Let's see if I can predict what Rios is going to do here, Jake. Curveball on the 0-1, fastball on the 1-2. I feel like he'll go fastball again. And he makes a liar out of me as he goes breaking ball down and away. Softly lifted to the right side. Battersby has to come running in and makes a grab for out number 3 for the Coyotes in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs on 1 hit. No Warrior errors. They do leave a man on base. After 4 complete, the score still 1-0 Tuloso-Midway. You're listening to the regional quarterfinal 1-game playoff here from San Antonio, Texas.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call for you. Bottom of the fourth inning, first pitch. Missing low, 1-0 the count.
Stace, the batter for the Warriors, Cody Stace, the left fielder. Stace hitting .286 on the year, has 12 hits, 11 RBIs, 20 runs.
Called strike, so a ball and a strike on Stace.
Score update courtesy of Stu Duncan. 1-0 Ray over Veterans, top of the sixth inning.
Stace 0 for 1 in the ball game with a ground out. That was in the third inning, so his second at bat.
Looking to get the lineup flipped over for the Warriors.
Pitch in the turf right there.
Counts even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Benavides peering over the glove, got the sign from the windup. Here comes a pitch, grounded up the middle, fielded by the shortstop Carrillo over to first base in time. Nice play by RJ Carrillo. 6-3 in the books, 1 away.
Nice play there by Carrillo, moving to his left, right back up the middle, and just using the momentum that the batted ball gave him to throw out the would-be base runner Stace to keep the 9-hole guy off the bases for the Warriors. That'll bring up number 2, the leadoff man, Garza, Jorge Garza. Garza 1 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, first pitch from Benavides spiked into the turf. So a 1-0 count on Garza.
Garza flew out to the right fielder to start the ball game. Hit a double to left center field. Back in the third as he looks at ball number 2 there. Scored the only run of the night for either side. 5 combined hits here.
2-0 pitch misses up. 3-0 the count on Garza.
5 combined hits, 1 combined run, 1 error. Top of the 5th inning. I mean, this game, Jake, you really don't get any closer than that.
And again, Benavides misses up and in. So a 4-pitch walk to Garza. And he is on first base for the pitcher, Luis Rios.
Draw a visit from Coach Alvarado, the Alice skipper. Nobody in the Alice bullpen that I can see from here. I think we may be getting cut off from one mound in the bullpen, but I don't see any action down there really for either side, as there will be a change and Campos will come in from third base, take over on the mound for Benavides.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go back to action here. Warriors with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th pitching change. You guys don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from San Antonio, Texas.
Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Pitching change for the Coyotes. Now on the mound, number 9, Cy Campos. So Campos will take over. Benavides will stay in the ball game, and he will play third base. So Campos now on the mound. Let's see if we can get you some numbers on Campos. Campos 5-4 on the season, 53 2/3 innings pitched, and he delivers first pitch low for ball 1 to Luis Rios. Garza at first base, one down here in the top of the 5th. So 53 2/3 innings pitched, a 2.35 ERA for the young man, 30 runs, 18 earned on 31 hits, 31 walks, and 74 strikeouts for Campos.
Campos faces Luis Rios as he comes in the ball game, delivers strike 1.
Yeah, hit the outside corner right there. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rios. Rios 0 for 1 with a walk, reached on an error. And there's ball 2, so 2-1 to count on Rios.
Campos, the hard-throwing right-handed pitcher for the Coyotes, looking in to limit the scoring of the Warriors. Had some life on that fastball. The Texans tacking on 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Still not done. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs over the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Ray now leads 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. 2-1 offering on the way. Fastball in the outer half for strike number 2. The count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Eagles with 3 errors that have been proven costly in that ball game over at Cabinets Field. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Good job there by Aguilar, dropping to his knees to keep that ball in front of him. Count goes full. Not only, Jake, does he keep the ball in front of him, but he also keeps the base runner Garza at first base. The count is full on Rios, the pitcher for the Warriors. Payoff pitch on the way. Fastball misses down and away for ball number 4. Rios draws a walk. That puts runners at first and second for the Warriors. And again, Jake, the Warriors have guys on, middle of their lineup. Weren't able to produce last time. Hopefully it's a different story for the Warriors this time. Courtesy runner over at first base will be number 5, Ian Hernandez.
So Hernandez at first base, Garza at second. Camden Rosie-Paul to the plate. Rosie-Paul is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Fly out and a strikeout.
Back-to-back walks issued by Coyote pitching. First pitch on the way to Rosie-Paul, up and away for ball number 1.
So Rosie-Paul in that ball game I did from Warrior Field, I believe he went either 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 before he finally got his first base hit, but he drove in 3 runs with it, and it was part of a big couple of innings as the Warriors pulled away in that ball game against the Alice Coyotes. So this young man, he's one of those guys that, he'll take each at bat in stride and it just moves on to the next one. Fouls off a pitch right there, evens up the count at 1-1.
Seen Rosie-Paul play quite a bit over the summer. The 1-1 pitch is a big loopy breaking ball that just catches the outer half of the plate for strike number 2. And you're absolutely right, Jake. Rosie-Paul, the kind of kid that just takes at bats in stride and, doesn't go his way one at bat. Doesn't mean it won't go his way in his next at bat. He's one of those guys that just keeps on pushing.
Battling here as he fouls that one out of play. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Hernandez at first, Garza at second. Warriors with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th.
Cy Campos, a new pitcher for the Alice Coyotes, inherited a runner on first base. Additionally, he puts a runner on the base pass himself, trying to, again, limit the damage here. Limit the undone damage. I guess limit the traffic is a better word to say.
Another pitch spoiled by Rosapal. Gets out of play. And another 1-2 pitch coming up. Really battling with Campos right here.
Ball.
Fouling off some tough ones.
Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Campos leans in, gets the sign.
Another one foul back. And another 1-2 pitch coming up for Rosapal. I believe this will be pitch number 8 of this at bat coming up.
8 of the 12 pitches that Campos has thrown so far. Not really a big lead for any of the 2 runners on base.
Foul tipped, just got a piece of it. And goes in and out of the mid of Aguilar. That'll continue the at bat here for Rosapal.
Rosapal wanting to come through for his team here. The left-handed hitting center fielder for the Warriors in a big-time situation here in the game. And
spoils
he
another
fouls
one.
off another one. Just a gritty kid, Rosapal is, man. Just from, like I said, watching him play in this past summer and kind of talking to him a little bit and being around him a little bit. Just nobody wants to come through more in this situation than Camden Rosapal. Of course, has his hands full with Campos, Cy Campos, the right-handed pitcher for the Coyotes. But as we're seeing live and in color right now, a great battle between the two.
And he fouls off yet another pitch. Staying alive in this at bat.
At this point, Campos has to be thinking, what in the world do I have to throw Camden Rosapal to get this guy out? Think he's probably thrown everything in his repertoire probably twice at this point.
Another 1-2 pitch, gonna miss for ball 2. So 2-2 the count. I remember his freshman year, Camden Rosapal got a big hit in a ball game that we called for the Warriors. Coach Marcelo of the Carroll Tigers was the head coach at the time, and we talked about Camden. He said he's just a surfer dude. he's got that surfer dude attitude. Got the long flowing locks, and you talk to him, he's as laid back as they get. And he looks at ball 3, so a full count here. What an at bat for Camden Rosapal. See if he can win it here.
Can't get too anxious here if you're Rosapal. Got to stay disciplined.
And he takes ball 4 in the turf. That's going to load him up for the Warriors. And definitely one of the young men they want at the plate in Christian Benavides. So they're loaded with 1 out. But you got to think, if you're the Alice Coyotes, hey, you're 1 pitch away from getting yourself out of this. Get yourself a ground ball. Double play gets you out of the inning unscathed. But the big man Benavides is going to be looking to do damage here.
Definitely, especially early in the count. You know, I would like to see Benavides kind of just same thing as I just said right there before Rosapal got walked. Stay disciplined in your at bat. Stay disciplined in your approach.
Swing and a miss on the first offering right there from Campos. Benavides, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game, singled in the first inning, and pop up to the shortstop in the third, 1 for 2. Fouls off that breaking pitch. 0-2 the count.
Big opportunity here for the Warriors, but they are going to have to get past Cy Campos and the Coyote defense. No balls, 2 strikes to the cleanup batter, Christian Benavides of the Warriors.
Fouls off another pitch, another 0-2 pitch coming up. Corner infielders are in. Middle infielders back. Outfielders pretty much straight away. Got Rosapal at first, Hernandez at second, Garza at third. Comes the 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to be popped up right side.
Not deep at all. I don't even think that's getting out of the infield, and there it is. The infield fly called by the base umpires, and just like that, Jake, 2 outs. 2 outs, bases still full of Warriors. You gotta think momentum's gonna shift one way or another here.
Galvan makes the grab. The second baseman. All of a sudden, my mic went hot.
First pitch on the way to Herrera as he looks at strike one. Oh, 1 offering on the way, breaking ball. Misses down and away for ball number 1. The count goes even at a ball and a strike apiece. 2 outs, bases full of Warriors.
Herrera 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out.
1-1 pitch is a fastball that hits the outer half for strike number 2. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bases full of Warriors. Cy Campos doing his best job, best he can to get out of this trouble here.
Ground ball, third base side, foul, just foul.
Just sneaks foul. Campos trying to do his best impression of Houdini here, trying to get himself in and out of trouble. One-two pitch on the way. Misses outside for ball 2. The count goes even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2s across the board. Bases full of Warriors. Campos with the delivery. 2-2 pitch. Misses down and outside for ball number 3, and the count goes full. Full count on the Warrior catcher, Johnny Herrera, and that will draw a conference on the mound between Aguilar and Campos. Big moment here in the ball game, Jake. Like I said, you gotta think here that momentum's gonna shift one way or another, whether that's in the favor of the Coyotes or the Warriors.
Seems to go back and forth just before you realize it. Question on the chat board about the Calallen score. Yes, still 2-1 Calallen over Hondo. They're in the top of the 6th inning. Runner at first base. Nobody out for the Wildcats.
Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled straight back as the runners are on the move here. If the Coyotes have any trick pickoff play, now would be the time to run it, as these base runners are kind of getting a larger than normal lead and easy to backpick somebody. Payoff pitch, another fastball swung on and fouled off straight back, and the count will remain full.
Another score update. The Eagles are on the board. 3-1 is the score as the Eagles score a run in the bottom of the 6th. They have a runner at third base with 2 outs. We'll check back on that one as well.
Pitch once again. Breaking ball that misses outside for ball number 4. Herrera draws a walk and brings home another run for the Warriors, and they extend their lead now 2-0.
Garza comes in to score from third base. Bases remain loaded. Herrera at first, and actually we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Should be Ortiz.
It is number 3. It's Hinojosa. So he changed it up on us right there.
I know, making a liar out of me over here.
Hinojosa, and I think we have a pinch hitter as well. No, they're just checking in the runner. That looks like Chapa.
First pitch to Chapa, swung on, lifted to the right side of the field. The right fielder, Cuellar, calls off the second baseman, Galan, as he reaches up and grabs it for out number 2. But not before the Warriors are able to scratch one more run. No hits on no Coyote errors. They do leave them loaded after 4.5 innings of play. Tuloso 2, Alice 0.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas Athletics.
With the sun staying out later and the weather getting warmer, get out and grill. Staple Street Meat Market has the best selection of quality meats for your next barbecue. Known for their Angus beef fajitas, smoked sausages, and new authentic family recipe Ponle brand spices. Like us on Facebook and never miss our weekly specials. We're located at 7626 South Staple Street, number 111 in Kings Crossing. But coming soon, our new location at 7418 South Staple Street is set to open in early 2022. Staple Street Meat Market, proud supporters of South Texas Athletics.
Welcome back. Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call for you. We're in the bottom of the fifth here in San Antonio, Texas. Northside ISD. Beautiful field here. Beautiful night for some baseball. One-game playoff between these two teams. The Alice Coyotes, the home team, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors, the visitors, and it's a 2-0 Warrior lead here in the bottom of the fifth. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Coyotes. Resendez, Moreno, and Aguilar. And it will be Tristan Resendez leading things off.
Rio still on the mound for the Warriors. First pitch delivered is swung on and softly lined into center, shallow center field for a leadoff single for the Coyotes. And there we go again, Jake. Second straight inning that they lead off. Third straight inning. Nope, second straight that they lead off with a base hit. You know, kind of just going back to the last inning, talking about runners left on base seems to be the name of the game in high school baseball. As the Warriors, although have the lead, have left 7 runners on base so far tonight through the first five innings. First pitch from Rios to Moreno is in there for strike number 1. Still just a 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Adan Molina walked his first time up.
As he's scoring around a bunt really early. Snap throw to first, not in time. Resendez goes diving back in plenty of time. Moreno scored around the bunt extremely early there. Maybe a slash is on or fake bunt and run, maybe something like that going on. As Rios comes set. Pitch on the way. That's grounded softly to the left side. The third baseman, Puente, makes a great backhanded play and an even better throw to the second baseman, Chapa, to get the lead runner in Resendez out at second base. 5-4 fielder's choice if you're scoring at home.
So 1 down. Moreno, the runner, now at first base. Caleb Aguilar, top of the order for the Alice Coyotes. So Aguilar will dig in. Caleb is 1 for 2, struck out in the first, but singled in the third.
What about Puente over there at third base making some plays tonight, Jake? The first pitch to Aguilar is on its way. That gets behind Herrera, the catcher, and allows Moreno to advance to second base. The Coyotes are able to put another base runner in scoring position.
Yeah, we've seen some nice plays from both third basemen here in this ball game. And, you know, there's some great third basemen around the area, Ben. Some guys that can really play the hot corner.
Pitch just misses the outer half for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Aguilar. The 2-0 pitch is lifted softly to the right side, over the head, grabbed by Chapa, the second baseman. Snap throw to second base, not in time. Oh, that's a bang play there, Jake.
Coach Akers wants to talk it over. So timeout called. Coach Akers headed out there to talk to the umpire about that one. Let's check real quick on some scores. The Wildcats have added a run in the top of the 6th. 3-1 Wildcat lead over Hondo. Still batting in the top of the 6th inning. They are the visiting team. And the Ray Texans, they are in the top of the 7th inning over at Cabinets Field. The Texans clinging to a 3-1 lead, trying to push it to Game 3 in that series. So we'll keep you guys posted on those two ball games. And they will call Moreno safe at second base. Said he got back in time.
Yeah, that was a close play. Right off the bat, kind of looked like it was going to potentially fall in that Bermuda Triangle out there, but Chapa with the great over the shoulder catch, over the head catch really, and was able to put out Aguilar on the P4. First pitch to the next batter, Benavides, misses upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way, breaking ball in there for a strike, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike apiece. Cash Benavides, the now third baseman, was tonight's starting pitcher, facing his former counterpart Rios. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, lifted to the right side. The right fielder, Battersby, will get called off by the center fielder, Rosie Paul. And Rosie Paul will grab it for out number 3 to retire the Coyotes in the bottom of the 5th inning. No runs on 1 hit. No Warrior errors. They do leave 1 man on base at the end of 5. Tuloso 2, Alice 0, live from San Antonio, Texas.
Rick Sines with Z-Bart of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Stop by their location at 4535 Everhart for auto alarms, window tint, diamond gloss, auto detailing, rhino linings, and more. Call 361-985-9274 for more information or to make an appointment. Z-Bart, it's us or rust. Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram of Corpus Christi is a proud supporter of South Texas Athletics. Come by and see us at 4313 South Staples in Ottotown. We'd like to wish all of the local teams the best of luck this season from your friends at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call for you tonight. It's been a great ball game so far. We've played 5 innings of baseball. We are in the top of the 6th. And the Warriors with a 2-0 lead in this one. And they will send up 7, 8, 9 in the order. Puente, Garcia, and Stace.
Again, you know, the Warriors doing a really good job of getting guys on base, but, you know, seeming to have trouble getting guys across. I mean, you know, last inning we were anticipating a big hit with the middle of their lineup up. And really the Coyotes kind of just doing the work for them. 4 walks in the inning leading to a run. You know, good job by the Coyotes being able to, you know, damage control there. You know, just for the Warriors, you're hopeful for the Warriors that they would have come through with a clutch hit there. Puente looks at strike 1 and ball 1 to follow. Count as a ball and a strike apiece, no outs. Top of the 6th inning, 2-0 Tuloso. If you're just joining us here at San Antonio Northside ISD Stadium, that 1-1 pitch is hit back to Campos. Campos will snatch it, run it over to first base, flip it to Guzman at first to complete the out. 1-3 in the scorebook. We'll bring to the plate Josh Garcia. Garcia 0 for 2 on the night. Fly out to the center fielder and a pop-up to the shortstop. First pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted out of play to the left. Campos is able to get ahead. According to the old eye radar, Jake, I would say Campos is probably thrown anywhere from 84 to 86 maybe. 0-1 offering is lifted to left field, but right at Moreno for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down. The next batter is Cody Stace, the 9-hole hitter. Can give you the final line for Cash Benavides here in just a sec. Stace first pitch swinging, and he fouls it out of play, first base side. For Benavides, 4 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, and 1 strikeout. He is on the hook for the loss unless the Coyotes can tie it up or take the lead. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 the count on Stace.
0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses upstairs for ball number 1.
Cal Allen adding another run. 4-1 is the lead for the Wildcats. And that pitch going to get Stace on his back shoulder. But I would say, Ben, if you're going to get hit by a pitch, that's the one you want, the breaking pitch.
Yes.
Not the fastball.
No.
So he will take first base. So a runner at first base with 2 outs, but that flips the order for the Warriors and brings up Jorge Garza. Garza is 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Scored both Warrior runs. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for strike 1.
Want to say hello to Sophie Curtis checking in, Nicholas Flores as well. Swing and a miss, 0-2 the count on Garza. Nasty pitch right there.
Yeah, good 0-1 offering there from Campos. Did exactly what he wanted it to do. Campos goes back to the breaking ball on the 0-2 count. This time catches too much of the plate as Garza is able to foul it off and stay alive.
Wildcats opening up that lead. They've scored 3 runs so far in the top of the 6th, second and third with 2 outs. So a 5-1 Wildcat lead in that 1-game playoff with Hondo. Skipped in the turf, but a great job right there by Aguilar. Lets it squirt over to the third base side, but not far enough for Stace to advance. 1-2 count on Garza.
Yeah, you know, Jake, in that situation as a base runner, you have to be 100% sure that you're going to be able to make it to second on that ball in the dirt.
Stace with the lead at first. Guzman holds him on. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to miss outside for ball 2. So 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Warriors with a 2-0 lead. Trying to extend that lead. Gonna need a 2-out rally to do it here.
2-2 offering. Fastball misses down and away for ball number 3. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stace, the runner at first, will be off with the pitch.
The Eagles down to their last out. Bottom of the 7th inning. They're trailing 3-1 to the Ray Texans. 2 outs, bases empty. And that might be the ball game. Nope, it's loading up still. But Carter Centerfit at the plate. Rudy Trevino and Justin Perales with the call over on Blast Vision 2 in that ball game. And I'm going to keep it up right here on the screen that I can see just to see if it goes final so we can report that to you guys.
Payoff pitch. And an interesting pitch selection there by Campos as he goes to the breaking ball in that full count situation. And Garza just takes it for ball number 4 and takes his free base.
So 2 on, 2 out for the Warriors. And Luis Rios, the next batter. Rios drives one into center field. Molina coming in. It's going to bounce right in front of him. They're waving Stace. He will come in to score as the throw is up the third base line to Aguilar, the catcher. So an RBI single for the pitcher, Luis Rios, helping himself out. And we'll have a courtesy runner over at first base, and that is number 5. Get your name here in just a second.
You know, Jake, and I was just fixing to make the comment that Not ideal for the Coyotes to allow Garza on first base, as every time he's been on base tonight, he's scored.
He scored all 3 runs so far for the Warriors. Camden Rosiepaw at the plate, and he fouls one back. And this young man,
In another big RBI situation.
and so far, he's 0 for 2, a fly out, a strikeout, and a walk. He's the kind of young man that you don't want to let him hurt you.
One of those guys on the scouting report that it says, do not let him beat you. 0-1 offering on the way. Swung on, tap to the right side to the first base coach's box. Makes the grab.
Nice hands over there, and a great move, too.
Counts 0-2 on Camden Rosiepaw, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Here in this one-game playoff between the Coyotes and the Warriors. 0-2 pitch, fastball misses low and away to Rosiepaw for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Camden Rosiepaw, the Warriors center fielder. 0 for 2 tonight. 1-2 offering on its way. Swung on, jam shot to the third baseman Benavidez, as he'll pick it up and step on third base for the force out, but not before the Warriors are able to score 1 run. 1 run on 1 hit. No Coyote errors. They do leave a man on base at the end of 5.5. It's the Warriors that lead this one-game playoff 3-0. You're listening to the regional quarterfinals live on Blast Vision.
.361hsblast.com, your newest source for Coastal Bend 5A baseball and football news. Matt Rogers, Jake Vasquez, George Vondercheck, Stu Duncan, and Pete Garcia, positively spotlighting student athletes, coaches, programs, and schools through insightful features, video, game stories, stats, fan polls, schedules, rosters, and so much more. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 361hsblast.com. Come check us out.
Johnny Luna with AutoNation Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick, inviting everyone into the dealership to take a look at the inventory, including brand new 2021 models. But wait, there's more. AutoNation also has the biggest selection of pre-owned cars in town. Free window tint with purchase of any vehicle when you mention you heard this ad on Blast Vision Live. Come and get sold and rolled.
Welcome back to the Staples Street Meat Market broadcast booth here at Northside ISD in San Antonio, Texas. The Coyotes will send to the plate Guzman as he looks at ball 1 from Rios. 1-0 pitch. Misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Jacob Guzman, the Coyote first baseman. 2-0 offering on the way from Rios is swung on and fouled straight back for strike number 1. 3-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Warriors hanging on to a 3-0 lead, although the Coyotes are out hitting the Warriors 4-3. It is the Warriors that lead this game 3-0. 2-1 pitch on the way. It's swung on and lined right up the middle into center field for a leadoff single. And I have to go back and cross-check myself. That is the 3rd consecutive inning that the Coyotes have led off with a base hit. Not only a base runner, Jake, but a base hit.
And for the Coyotes in this ball game, they have left 5 runners on base compared to the Tuloso-Midway Warriors with 9 runners left on base. What a difference right there. But, it's the timely hitting for the Warriors. Big hits in big spots that's made the difference. And then 1 costly Coyote error.
First pitch to the batter, Campos. Cy Campos, the now pitcher, is in there for strike number 1. Campos trying to help out his cause here now that he's on the mound. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses downstairs for ball 1. Count goes even to a ball and a strike. No outs. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Campos 1 for 2 in the ball game. popped up in foul territory, first base side in the first, and a double in the fourth.
1-2 pitch is a breaking ball that catches the top part of the strike zone for strike number 2. Rios doing what he's done best all night, Jake, and getting ahead in the count, throwing that breaking ball for a strike. Rios takes a look at the base runner. Comes set, and Campos lines one to right field, down the line, walking the dog almost. Battersby's able to get to it, but not before Guzman's able to go first to third on that single to right field. Line shot, good job of hitting there by Cy Campos. Really, Jake, didn't try to do too much with it. It was a fastball, got the pitch he was looking for, and just let his hands work and hit the ball the other way. And Coyotes again with threatening with nobody out, runners on the corners. Let's see if they can take advantage here.
Can have a timeout here. Coach Akers coming out to the mound to talk to Rios. Let's check in on those ball games. Let's see if the one at Cabinets Field has gone final yet. And yes, it has. So Ray forces game 3. They get the win 3-1 over the Veterans Memorial Eagles. Final line, Ray Texans 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. And the Eagles 1 run on 2 hits. They committed 3 errors. Kevin Goss took a no-hitter into the 6th inning. And what an effort right there. Kevin Goss, 7 innings pitched. He goes the distance, allowing 1 run. It was earned on 2 hits, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts for Kevin Goss. A big win for the sophomore left-hander for the Ray Texans. There will be a game 3 tomorrow at Cabinets Field. Rudy Trevino will have it for you. Swing and a miss by Carrillo on the first offering. First and third, nobody out. Big chance right here for the Coyotes, trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Best words in all of sports is game 7, but I would have to argue that the best words in high school baseball is game 3.
I would agree.
0-1 pitch, swung on, lifted high into the infield. The pitcher, Rios, is calling everybody off as he will reach up and grab it for the first out of the inning. And now, Jake, Rios just 1 pitch away from escaping danger here. Going to have his hands full with Matthew Molina. Last time Molina was at the plate is when the Coyotes attempted their safety squeeze. That was proven unsuccessful. Molina here with another opportunity to get a run across for the Coyotes. He takes a deep breath, steps into the box to face Rios for the 3rd time tonight. Rios from the stretch takes a look at the runner at first, comes set at the belt, late kick and delivery, fastball in there for strike 1. Big moment in the ball game. I feel like I'm repeating myself when I say that because it's happened quite a bit tonight.
Yes, it has. Tight ball game. There's a lot of those. Just feels like the momentum keeps shifting back and forth. Each time it feels like someone has the momentum, it just shifts in the other direction.
0-1 pitch. Off speed, misses outside for ball 1. The count goes to a ball and a strike apiece. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. The Coyotes threatening again here. Trying to push a run across. Doing what they can. Offering on its way. Big swing and a miss from Molina. Comes up empty for strike number 2. I guess I didn't have to throw in the empty part. I said swing and a miss, huh? A ball and 2 strikes nonetheless to Matthew Molina, the center fielder for the Coyotes.
Shaking the rust off. Shaking the rust off.
Trying to get his team on the scoreboard here. As Coyotes have tallied 6 hits against Luis Rios, the right-handed arm from Tuloso-Midway. Rios comes set, 1-2 offering on its way. Fastball high for ball 2. Count goes even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luis Rios officially at 77 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Just a tribute to what he's been able to do tonight and fill up the strike zone on a consistent basis. 2-2 pitch on the way. That's swung on, lifted to left field. The left fielder, Stace, will camp under it, reach up and grab it for the 2nd out. Both runners tag up. The Coyotes get on the board. And Campos with the heads-up play base running play from first base, saw that the throw was going to the plate, and tagged up from first. So not only do the Coyotes push one run across here, finally break open or crack the scoreboard, but they get another guy in a scoring position. So now, Jake, a base hit that would have only put runners at first and second, potentially first and third, now would score another Coyote run.
Bottom of third of the lineup is going to have to get it done, though. They got 7, 8, 9 coming up here. Rios.
First pitch is swung on and fouled back.
He will see the 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Coyotes. Going to be Ryan Galvan at the plate. Galvan 0 for 2 in the ball game. Coming into this at bat, a ground out and a fly out for Galvan.
Rios comes set, pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You know, all of the teams that we've seen advance and be successful in the playoffs, Ben, have had contributions from that bottom third of the lineup. And, you know, you heard Coach Marcelo saying it always seems like in big moments they're the ones who are up. We want to see them do well.
2 out RBIs, Jake. 2 out RBIs. 0-2 pitch misses upstairs for ball number 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the 7-hole Ryan Galvan, second baseman for the Coyotes. Looking to deliver here as a base hit will bring across another Coyote run as he looks at ball 2. Count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base, winner take all, 1-game playoff between the District 4A, 31 4A foes. Rios comes set, takes a peek at the runner, delivery on its way, swung on and fouled off, and the count will stay at 2-2.
Yeah, a little check swing right there, defensive move. Fouls it off third base side. Gets another chance here, 2-2 count. Campos, the runner over at second base.
2-2 offering on its way. And Rios gets Galvan looking for strike number 3 for the Coyotes in the bottom of the 6th. They do score a run on 2 hits, no errors. They do leave a man on base. And after 6 complete here at Northside ISD Stadium, the Warriors lead 3-1. You're listening to the Region 4 Regional Quarterfinals live on Blast Vision.
When I think of Snowball, I think of the hot Corpus summers of my childhood and trips to the original Snowball located at 3830 Baldwin. And now, Snowball 2 has taken that Corpus Christi staple to the south side. Located at 7114 Saratoga, they're your one-stop shop for your favorite snacks. Frito pies, hot Cheetos and cheese, hot dogs, pickles, candy apples, and ice cream. And of course, those amazing snowballs you remember from back when you were a kid. Chris Bernal with LB21 Tournaments and Perfect Game, hosting the best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. Best youth baseball tournaments in South Texas. LB21, supporting youth baseball in the Coastal Bend area.
Welcome back. Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Jake Vasquez and Ben Garcia with the call. Top of the 7th inning. 3-1 Warrior lead, and the Warriors will send up 4, 5, and 6 in their order. Benavides, Herrera, and Chapa. Looks like Cy Campos back out on the mound. Came in relief of Cash Benavides. This will be his start his second inning of work, his third inning of work rather. So Christian Benavides will dig in here for the Warriors in the first pitch from Campos, misses outside for ball 1.
I've been really impressed so far with Campos, you know, able, as that ball is lifted high to left field, the left fielder retrieving back at the track at the wall. Moreno reaches up and grabs it, for the first out of the inning. Jake, how many of those have we seen tonight already?
Man, it seems like a lot of them.
Seems like one every inning.
It seems like it, man. In this ballpark, been able to hold both of these teams in check.
320 right down the left field line, 345 in the gap, 375 in center, left center field-ish. Can't tell. Brings to the plate Johnny Herrera, the catcher for the Warriors. As Herrera looks at strike one from Campos.
Johnny Herrera, he's 0 for 2. Fly out, a ground out. Walked his last time up.
0-1 offering on its way. Catches the inside part of the plate for strike number 2. I think even Coach Akers is a little frustrated that ball didn't get out. Soft chopper to the left side. The third baseman, Benavidez, will have to make a great play as he's able to complete it, but Herrera showing the wheels off with an infield single.
Yeah, Benavidez did all he could right there. Throw was a little bit off target, but I don't think, even if it was right on, he didn't have enough on it with that momentum carrying him away to be able to make that out. They're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher over at first base. See if we can see a number on the young man, and it looks like number 3, I believe. Chapa at the plate, looks at strike 1.
Yeah, good throw there, Jake. Still doesn't get Herrera moving down the line. But great play nonetheless by Benavidez over at third base.
Chapa 0 for 1. He flew out, walked twice, and then flew out. Swing and a miss, and that pitch gets away from Aguilar. So the courtesy runner Hinojosa will reach second base. 0-2 count.
Chapa 0 for 2 on the night with a walk back in the second inning. Takes upstairs for ball 1. 1-2 pitch on the way. Gets a swing and a miss from Chapa. The catcher will pick it up. Aguilar will pick it up and throw it to first. 2-3 to complete the strikeout. However, the courtesy runner thought it might have been he had a good jump to advance on the throw, but Guzman thinks otherwise as he's able to throw out Benavidez, or throw out Hinojosa for the third out. So 2-3-5 double play, Jake?
2-3-5.
You know, your typical 2-3-5 double play to
you
finish.
See it all the time.
To complete the top half of the 7th inning. No runs on 1 hit. No Alice errors. No men left on base. Going into the bottom of the 7th, the Coyotes have 3 outs to work with as they will face Luis Rios one more time. You're listening to this one-game playoff live on Blast Vision.
J Styles and Cuts on Castores for all your hair needs. Call them at 361-854-7246 to make an appointment today. J Styles and Cuts, proud supporters of South Texas baseball.
Looking to expand your customer base? Hit a home run and advertise right here on Blast Vision. For more information, contact Jake Vasquez at 361-434-0705. That's 361-434-0705. Join us and show your support for South Texas athletics.
Welcome back to the Stable Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for the Coyotes. They need 2 to extend the ball game, 3 to win it. And the first pitch swinging by Resendez pops one up into foul territory. And it goes in and out of the glove of Christian Benavidez, but the home plate umpire says it dropped on the transfer. So it will be an out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
not exactly the way you wanted the inning to begin for the Coyotes. You know, of course, Luis Rios has done a good job all night long filling up and pounding the strike zone, but you still want to maybe even take a pitch, maybe even two, make him work a little bit. No free outs here as he delivers strike one to Matthew Moreno, Adan Moreno, sorry. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on, lifted to shallow center field. Rosie Paul has a beat on it, moves to his right, camps under it, and squeezes it for out number two. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Warriors 1 out away. Warriors 1 out away from advancing to the regional semifinals next week, where they will await the winner of Cal Allen and Hondo. Is that correct, Jake?
They will await, the Sinton Sweeney winner.
Sinton Sweeney.
Yeah, Sinton Sweeney.
Regardless, a huge test next week for whoever moves on. That'll bring to the plate Caleb Aguilar, the leadoff man. Aguilar tonight is 1 for 3 with a single back in the third. Looks at ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, driven to center field. Rosie Paul takes a few steps back. He looks up, grabs it for out number 3, and the Warriors of Tuloso-Midway winning this one-game playoff 3-1 over the Alice Coyotes as they will advance to the 4th round here in 2021. Great ball game by both sides tonight. Unfortunately, one team was going to be the end of the season for one team. Well played by both sides. Well pitched ball game. If you like pitching and defense as I do, this was your game.
Luis Rios gets the win. We'll get you some final numbers for this ball game before we select a player of the game. Let me get you some final totals in this one. What a ball game, and I want to say a huge congratulations to the Alice Coyotes on a fine season for the Coyotes. For Alice, they finished the season 18-16 overall. And the Tuloso-Midway Warriors now 21-14 on the season. They will advance to the next round. As Ben said, final totals for the Warriors: 3 runs on 4 hits. They committed no errors. For the Coyotes, 1 run on 6 hits. They committed 1 error. The loss goes to Cash Benavides, 4 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits, 5 walks, and a strikeout. And the win goes to Luis Rios. He goes the distance. 1 run on 6 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. And that will do it for the scores, box scores. But you guys don't go anywhere. Ben is headed down on the field. We're going to talk with Coach Akers, and we'll select a player of the game. So you guys hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Blast Vision live from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome back to the Staple Street Meat Market broadcast booth. Our Z-Bart post-game show coming up right here, and we're waiting to talk to head coach Todd Akers, and we're going to see if Coach Akers can come over here by the on-deck circle so we can see him on the screen. Looks like he's got the headset, and he is headed over. We'll give him a chance to get there.
You want me to stand right in here, man?
That's perfect right there, Coach. We even have a spot for you right there. Hey, first of all, Coach Akers, I want to say congratulations on the win. You guys are doing some big things over at Tuloso-Midway, and I just want to ask you what you're feeling right now, Coach.
Well, feeling very blessed, to be honest with you guys. We love our kids, we love our program, and this is just big for the entire community of Tuloso-Midway.
Coach, again, congratulations. We've watched you guys all season, and we've seen you guys work. And I know that you have talked with me about how it's such a complete game effort. And what is it that you tell these kids to buy into what you're doing over there with them, Coach, and to play together as a team, as one, and not as individuals?
Well, life's about opportunities, and if you don't go take them, then you'll never get them. And we want to do it in the appropriate way. But I think, we came up with a big 2-out hit tonight, and we went and took advantage of some of the opportunities that we had. We didn't take advantage of every one of them, but we fought through the ones that we didn't take care of, and then we had more opportunities and picked off a couple runs, man. Couldn't be more proud of our kids and our coaching staff.
And Coach, you got to talk to me about Luis Rios and the effort that he gave you tonight. Ben talked about it all game. He was confident in his breaking stuff, in his his off-speed pitches, and he was throwing them in any count. He had confidence in those pitches, and he just did a heck of a ball. He pitched a heck of a ball game for you guys, keeping those guys off balance and getting big outs when he needed to. Talk to me about the young man on the mound for you tonight.
Well, man, that you can't say enough about Luis Rios. He's done that for us all year. He gets, when he gets in trouble, he just stays cool and calm and hits his spots, and he's got a good defense behind him. And we talk about it all the time. If we can continue to throw strikes, make the routine plays, put the ball in play, and run our bases hard, I think that we're going to be in a lot of ball games, and it was true for tonight too.
Coach,
and I want to say congratulations to the Alice Coyotes and Coach Alvarado for a great year also.
Yes, sir. They absolutely did have a great year, and that's a tough ball club over there. And this was a great ball game. It's unfortunate that somebody had to win and somebody had to lose. But that is baseball, and we want to say a big congratulations to you guys, Coach. Thank you so much for talking with us. We would love to talk to Luis Rios, our player of the game, but thank you for talking with us as well, Coach.
Hey, no problem, and God bless everybody, and we're real thankful, and y'all be safe on the way home.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Head coach Todd Akers right there talking about the Warriors' big win, and we're going to see if we can talk to Luis Rios. Ben Garcia going to stay on the field and see if we can get Luis Rios over here to talk to that young man real quick. He goes the distance, 7 innings strong for the Warriors, and only allowing one walk, only 3 strikeouts. But man, he was great at limiting the damage. And like you heard Coach Akers say, it seemed like he almost got tougher with runners on base. And we've said that about a lot of teams this season. It just seems like the good teams, their pitchers. We saw Nick Matrides all season long, and I called him Nick Ice in his veins Matrides from the Carroll Tigers. He's one of those guys where you can't tell if he's up by 10, down by 10, and that was Luis Rios tonight. Really didn't show a whole lot of emotion out there. Just went out there, did his work, and got the job done for the Warriors. And Luis Rios, our player of the game. It looks like he's talking with Stu Duncan over there, so we're going to give Stu a chance to talk to the young man, and then hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him as well. So a great ball game. Again, the final was 3-1. The Tuloso-Midway Warriors getting the win. I don't believe that it was Coach Akers who wanted a one-game playoff. They've had 2 of them this season, 2 one-game playoffs, and they've gotten both of them, gotten wins in both of them, and got themselves a spot in the regional semifinal. What a season that they're having. But But like Coach Akers said, we do also want to congratulate the Alice Coyotes on what a great season the Coyotes have had. And let's do a little senior roll call while we're waiting for the Alice Coyotes, and just let you know who their seniors are. And for the Alice Coyotes, they graduate number 1, Eric Cuellar. They graduate number 2, Tristan Resendez. Number 5, Jonathan Tierina. Number 6, Jacob Guzman. Number 5, Sai Campos. Number 11, RJ Carrillo. And number 18, Michael Perez. We want to congratulate those young men on a fine season. We want to wish them the best of luck going forward. Several of those young men will be playing baseball at the next level, and so a big congratulations to them and to Coach Alvarado and his staff. The Alice Coyotes making it to the 3rd round, and that's quite an accomplishment in and of itself. So congratulations to the Coyotes on a fine season. And we're going to wait here. I think we might have Luis Rios. Luis, if he could come over here to the on-deck circle so we could see him on the screen. So here he comes. Give us just a second here. He's making his way over. And here comes the young man. So, Luis, our player of the game, Luis Rios, first of all, congratulations, young man. Just tell me what you're feeling right now.
To be honest, I'm just so, I don't even know, like I'm excited. I'm just proud of everybody. I'm more proud of my teammates and my coaches than anything. Just a real team effort win, and couldn't have done it without them. And this is probably the best feeling I've had in my entire life, to be honest with you.
And what is it about this team, Luis? And I've talked to, Coach Akers about you guys, and he always says you're just like a bunch of brothers out there. You guys really play as a unit. There's nobody in it for themselves. You guys just come together, and how have you been able to do that?
Yeah, we've prided on just sticking together. We knew that weren't a lot of believers out there, and we just knew we had to believe in ourselves. And started in the fall, we just started gelling and telling each other we had to come as one in order to make a good run this year, and that's exactly what we've done. And we're proud of what we've done, and we're not done yet.
Certainly not done yet. You guys advancing to the next round. And Luis, let's talk about tonight and your effort on the mound. It just seemed like, Ben talked about it the entire game up here with me, and he said you just looked like you had a ton of confidence in your off-speed stuff. You were throwing it in any pitch count. It didn't matter. And that also shows a lot of confidence in the defense behind you. Talk to me about what was working for you tonight.
Yeah, I definitely told myself that these guys are aggressive hitters. I did my homework, and they're good fastball hitters, and told myself I needed that pitch working for me tonight, and I needed to trust it. And so I put in the work for it, and I prepared myself mentally. And it was a mind game for me. It was just trusting myself, trusting my teammates, and I did that and just kept my composure the whole game, no matter what situation I was in. And it ended up panning out for us. Just staying calm, and that's always something I prided myself on, is just relaxing and letting the game come to me.
You didn't let any moment get too big on you, and like you said, it seemed like you were just calm and collected, doing your thing out there. And real quick, talk to me about the defense, young man, and the effort that they did for you tonight.
Yeah, they were just ridiculous. It's probably the best I've seen them play all year. They came to play. They were ready, on their toes for every single pitch, every single play. Just the reactions from some of these guys, I was just mind blown by these guys. They blew me away, and they're the sole reason we won this game. And they know that, and I know that. And just a great team effort, and just unreal defense tonight. And just I wouldn't trade them for anyone.
Hey, congratulations again, Luis Rios, our player of the game. Thanks for talking to us, young man, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Luis Rios, our player of the game, and that's going to wrap things up for us here in San Antonio. Those guys are going to hit the road, and so are we. We're headed back to Corpus, and tomorrow we will have a couple of ball games for you. We're going to have the Veterans Memorial Eagles and the Ray Texans in Game 3 of that series. The Texans getting the win and pushing it to a Game 3. And we will also have the Bishop Badgers and the Banquete Bulldogs in Game 2 of their series. The Bulldogs with a 1-0 lead in the series. They'll be trying to All they need is one win to advance, and the Badgers going to try and win 2 ball games to punch their ticket to the next round. We'll see how that one goes, and we'll have both of those ball games for you tomorrow. If we're able to add another ball game, we'll let you know as soon as we know. So you guys stay posted on our Twitter and our Facebook account. That's where we'll keep you up to date with what we got going on tomorrow and what station those ball games will be on. So be sure to hit the subscribe button on YouTube so you don't miss any of the action. I want to thank everyone who hit us up on the chat, kept us up with the scores. Thank you guys so much. And that's going to do it for us here from San Antonio, Texas. Our final, the Tuloso-Midway Warriors 3, the Alice Coyotes 1. The Warriors advance. And like I said, a huge congratulations to the Coyotes on a fine season. And we will see the Warriors next week. You guys, for myself and for Ben Garcia, thank you so much for watching. That's it for us, signing out from San Antonio, Texas, Blast Vision Live.